you can make money in so many different ways, and this is proof right here. Like I said, this would be such a great side hustle. Do exactly what he's doing. You have to negotiate. Don't never buy something that it's at that price that they're offering, and he's gonna sell this quick. These sell fast. Hey, what's going on, guys? Marvin here. Welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be a little bit different than what we usually do, but we're going to react to Biaheza's new Millionaire Starts From Scratch series. I started watching it, watched like 2 minutes, and I was like, oh, this video is super interesting. And then I figured I'd do like a reaction video we can watch together. All right, so let's start this video. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe not only to my channel and like this video if you guys do enjoy this type of content, but also go to Biaheza's channel. I'll leave it linked down below. Subscribe to his channel, like the video. All right, so let's start this video and go from there.
The last couple years, I've been blessed with the ability to start up a few successful businesses and come up on a decent sized in the 7-figure range bag after trying out all kinds of different hustles and businesses for like the last 6-7 years. But what if I had to start from scratch, go back, start from zero today, and grind my way back through flipping items, different side hustles in the real world and online? How would I go about it? Would I be able to do it in the current more competitive modern landscape? Let me break down the concept. It's kind of self-explanatory, so I'll keep it short and we'll jump straight in. But the premise of this new series is for me to start from $0 and start trying out tons of different side hustles to get my cheddar straight. Now, the monetary goal that we'll strive for is to earn enough for a down payment on a rental property. Not in California, probably in a state with like the cheapest real estate prices in the United States.
California real estate, if you guys don't live in California like I do, and I'm assuming he does, is ridiculously expensive depending on where you live, but overall in general, it's expensive real estate here. It's insane. Like what you can get here, like let's say you got a $500,000 house, what you can get here in California compared to like something like Texas is you can get a mansion in Texas for $500,000.
We have a long way to go, so let's pop in and let me explain the first hustle I want to get into in order to get us off the ground.
We have to start now.
My first thought was dumpster diving. I've seen people try it on YouTube behind department stores and find valuable items that they can then flip online for a profit. Looks kind of fun, and this way we would be able to start from scratch.
Looks kind of fun. Dumpster diving? I would not do that. You don't know what's in there. You don't know if there's needles in there or something. Oh no. I mean, no way. There's so many other ways to make money. Hopefully it doesn't start with this one.
But I feel like that's really not for everyone. Very few people are down for that kind of thing, and from the videos I've seen, it seems to be pretty rare that people actually find valuable items. So we're going to do something similar, but in my opinion, definitely more comfortable. Free section on Craigslist. If you're not familiar, you can buy and sell stuff locally through a website called Craigslist, and there's a free section on there where people can post things that they want to give away for free.
So flipping the free stuff on Craigslist, when the make money online niche really started to take off a few years ago, that was one of the things that was kind of popping off a little bit. Not too much, but I've seen another video where somebody was talking about it, so it seems to be coming back. Now it's gonna start making its rounds again. But I've never actually tried to do it, but I would assume that there's not much. Like I've seen the free section on Craigslist and it's like 99% garbage. You're gonna find that 1%, hopefully right time, right place, right amount of distance from you that you can go snag it up. But the free section of Craigslist is a lot like Netflix, right? So Netflix, you're scrolling, it's 99% garbage. You got that 1% show that you can go watch and enjoy, but there's not a lot. But you can do it, I'm assuming. I don't know, let's find out.
Spend enough time throughout the next couple days refreshing the free section, I'll eventually stumble on something that I can flip for a small profit just to get the ball rolling, and we can then use that money to get into something else. I spent the next day and a half refreshing the free section whenever I'd pick up my phone or have an extra second.
Scanning. Control.
I feel like there's no real point in scrolling through to older listings because, again, usually valuable stuff gets swooped up right away, so my strategy was just to track all the new listings. And this process got discouraging quick. The new listings mainly consisted of used scrap wood, old beat up furniture, old beat up electronics, stuff that could take a really long time, if ever, to sell. But I kept on looking, and about a day and a half later on it.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of garbage on the free section. That's why it's free. If it was something like valuable that somebody knew it was valuable, it's gonna get swooped up super fast, just like he said.
Chilly winter evening, I found something from.
And also, it took him a day and a half to find one thing, which I'm assuming he's about to tell us.
Promising. Okay, I'm not really sure if you guys can even see me, but I think we really just might have hit a jackpot. It's this GE gas stove and oven range. It's stainless steel in good condition. It was just posted like 20 minutes ago. I emailed that person. They're saying, come and get it. It's still there. It's 9 o'clock.
I don't know why I was picturing something small that you could just carry around. I wasn't picturing a whole stove, but this is a good find. I've sold old appliances before that we don't need, or maybe we got a new appliance or something like that, and he's going to sell this quick. These sell fast, especially if it's a good price, and it's, you know, it obviously has to be lower. It's on Craigslist. It's not brand new, but they sell fast because appliances are expensive. You go to Home Depot, you go to any appliance store, these things are expensive, and if you can get your hands on one that's a fraction of the cost, people are going to do that right away.
Pitch dark out, but it looks like the owner put the stove out, and in their post they're basically just saying come swoop anytime, don't disturb them at all. It's a 30-minute drive for me. They're saying a few people are already hitting them up, so I'm trying to pull up on them ASAP. No Rocky. Wow, what a thrill. Honestly, I really had no idea if I'd actually be able to get this whole thing inside my car on my own. But as you can see, the stove is inside of my car. I was able to cram it in here. I really had to pull out a deadlift PR to get this thing in here. But we got him, our very first item, our first flip. I am beyond excited right now. As you just saw, we came up last night, big time. We're making out the trenches. I detailed this bad boy. It looks clean, just a straight beauty sitting in my backyard right now. You might be wondering, Biaheza, you're really hyping this up. Can you even sell that stove? Absolutely. I forget how. It might have been from a rental property, but recently, like a few months ago, somehow I came up on a janky old looking white stove listed on Craigslist for $40 and had someone buy it very quickly. Now that beauty outside is no janky stove. It's a stainless steel GE masterpiece. There's one like this in my area on Craigslist right now, but in black, going for $180. I probably won't tax that high because I'm looking for a easy quick flip, but I think we can hit 3 figures right off the bat here. This would be a crazy start.
My price went up. I made it.
I ended up listing the stove up for sale on OfferUp, Craigslist, and a Facebook Marketplace for $120. I got quite a few people interested. The day after the listing went live, a guy came down, cash in hand, ready to buy. He was a shrewd negotiator. Haggled me down to $80. I probably could have sold it for more if I waited, but I wasn't about to be greedy. I figured this 80 would be an immediate, amazing jump start to the series. So just like that, it was sold. Okay then. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, so he sold it really quick, but one thing that I want to point out is a lot of people wouldn't even have thought of cleaning it all up and making it look super nice, which goes a long way. Like some people, if they're lazy, they're just gonna buy it and hope somebody's they're gonna sell it right away without having to do any additional work. But those extra details will get you more money. I've sold a lot of things on Craigslist, on Facebook Marketplace, on OfferUp for many years. Like even before I started trying to do more of a business, just having it clean, just doing that extra detail of cleaning it up will get you more money, because if it's dirty, psychologically, people are going to think there's something wrong with it. It's older, it's more used, it's more beat up. Just a little detail there that a lot of people might not notice.
Craigslist flipping vibe, but now I can look at purchasing items, not just looking at the free section, so this opens up a lot of doors and is very exciting. I'm thinking of looking into some bicycles. That's something I used to actually do growing up. Buy a beater, fixie, or single speed bike. Those are pretty easy to work on. Spray painted, new seat, maybe.
That seat looks uncomfortable.
Platforms, and I think I'll still keep an eye on the free section. If anything comes up, I'll go ahead and check in.
I think he got a win on the free section, should just move on to something else. Just because a day and a half to make $80 isn't great. I mean, it's good. You're just starting out, trying to, get the ball rolling. So I think one solid product just like this that he can go and flip and then move on to something else with his new amount of money, unless it's something that he just times perfectly, because it's going to take a lot of time. Imagine, so in a whole week, you're not going to make that much. Potentially you could make nothing because he was a day and a half before he found one thing. So take that winnings and then go buy something else and just start flipping bigger items to make more money is what I would do, or my personal opinion.
And we're back. I'm currently on my way to take a look at a potential flip item. It's not in the free section, and it's not a bike like I thought it would be. We're gonna look at this Game Boy Advance SP. This is also an item I have flipped in the past. The move is to look up local listings on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace for these, which are usually grossly underpriced, and then sell them nationally on eBay, where they go for good condition ones upwards of $100. As you can see, this one was listed for 60 bucks, but I came in there with a shrewd negotiator mindset, hit him with a hot offer saying, yo, I'll pull up right now for 20, you can have the money just like that instantly. And after a little back and forth, I'm now on my way to check it out for $20.
If you guys do go and try to buy products that you're going to flip on OfferUp, do exactly what he's doing. You have to negotiate. Never buy something that it's at that price that they're offering, because they're always willing to go down. They always price it just a little bit higher because they know everyone's going to ask them or offer them a lower price. So don't pay that price that you see on OfferUp if you're trying to flip products. Do exactly what he's doing. Like, just offer them less, because they're already expecting to get not necessarily lowballed, but offered less. 90% of the time when you offer something a little bit lower, or even, you know, 10 bucks, or depending on how much it is, lower than what they're asking, they're going to tell you yes, because they want to sell it. They want to get rid of it.
Edge, but I mean, he seemed like a trustworthy guy. He said that it does in fact work. You really never know with these things, but if it does work for $20 to get this Game Boy, and it's got a little game inside of here, Super Mario Advance, a Mario game, I feel like I could sell this for quite a bit. I stopped at a GameStop on the way home to see if they sell chargers there. With the charger, this setup cost me $29 total. Gonna list it as a whole package with the Super Mario game for like 60 bucks. There's listings of just this Game Boy pretty beat up without a game or charger in the 80s. Recent sold listings, however, are anywhere from $60 to $70, so I think I can sell it pretty quickly as a package at the 60 price point. And sell it quickly we did. Within the first 2 days, it was sold and shipped out. Ended up making around $30 profit. Not the craziest flip, but
he made a good flip. I mean, he got it for $29 total. Sold it for $72. Some of that's going to be shipping, but yeah, I mean, that's a good quick flip, because I'm sure it sold pretty fast. I don't think he said how fast he sold it, unless I missed that, but
it was definitely a fun one and brought our new total to $111.
It's money going up, but we only going up, bro.
So I think I'll continue flipping stuff throughout this whole entire series, but for now, I have a heavily slept on low-key hustle that I want to get into. We have enough money to do so. The name of the game is putting up Christmas lights for people. In a nutshell, you put up an ad on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace saying that you can provide the service.
This is such a good idea that anybody can do. So even me, for example, like, I wanted to hire somebody to come and put up my Christmas lights, because it just takes so much time. It's so tedious. I got 2 stories in my house, and I want to have a ladder on the 2nd story to reach the very top, because things get sketchy very fast. But in my area, there was nobody offering this. There was a few like bigger companies that were charging a lot of money. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay that much money for Christmas lights. I'll just do it myself. But such a great idea that anybody could do during the holiday season. Check your area, especially if nobody's doing it. You're going to have all the business to yourself.
People call you for estimates depending if it's a 2-story house, how big it is, and how much lights they want. You give them a price, close in on a deal, schedule a date, pull up, hang the Christmas lights on the house, get paid, and then you also have to take down the lights later in the year if that's a service you include.
Yeah, it completely depends on what that customer wants, how many lights they want. Do they have pillars? Is it a 1-story? Is it a 2-story? How big's that house? Because lights take a long time. Like, for me to put them up, I think it took me like 2 or 3 hours to put up lights in my house. Because it just takes so long. It's just super tedious. But yeah, I mean, it would just be completely dependent on the house, how much lights, because some people go completely all out. Ours are super simple, but my neighbor's is like something out of a movie. So it just depends.
Really, the only investment you need to make for this is for a ladder, which is like $100 tops. If you don't want to buy one, you could probably rent one from Home Depot or do a little networking and even borrow one from someone for free. Now, for this hustle, I will not be doing it on my own. I kind of went back and forth on this, whether or not I should receive help from others for this challenge. But I think if I bring on...
So another thing that I forgot to mention in the beginning is that one thing that makes this so great is you don't have to have anything. I mean, they have all the lights, they have the hangers, they have everything. He talked about you may need to buy a ladder, but you can always talk to the owner of the home beforehand to see if they already have a ladder. And if they do, you don't have to buy anything. You can literally just drive there, walk there, use your bike, and you don't have to have anything with you. No investment whatsoever. Go put up their Christmas lights with their own materials, and then you get paid for it.
For this challenge, but I think if I bring on experts in certain side hustles and do the hustle with them, I can learn more about it and provide much better, more valuable videos explaining all these hustles. So for this Christmas lights hanging business, I will be collaborating with a friend who does this. He said ever since he posted his listing, it's just been constant customers. Apparently there's a lot of demand for this service. I'm about to drive over and link up with him right now. I believe he put his sales skills to work and secured 2 clients that we can use for this video. So here we are with the expert himself, Victor, high ticket closer.
That's me. Humble guy here.
We're gonna go ahead and get started with house number 1. How much are we getting paid for this one?
170.
You're a scam artist, bro.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Okay, so we just finished up the first house, secured $170, which is crazy. That's like a full day of work, an 8-hour shift if you're getting paid $20 an hour, but we're just getting started here. So how many houses do you think you can do in like a day if you really go for it?
I feel like I could do like 4.
So we're talking like $1,000 a day?
It depends. If I'm doing like bigger houses, I probably wouldn't be able to do 4 just because they take a lot longer.
How much do you think you can make in one season if you did it full time and really gave it your all, just in 1 year? So hypothetically.
Man. Hypothetically, I don't know. Maybe if you started like mid-November and went all the way till just before Christmas.
It'd be like I said, this would be such a great side hustle. You could probably start before, like right after Halloween. Because right after Halloween, it seems like everyone just kind of skips over Thanksgiving. They don't forget about it. Obviously, they celebrate it. But as far as all the stores, everybody and their house decorations just kind of skips over Thanksgiving. They go straight to Christmas. So I'm sure you can get a few customers even before mid-November. But yeah, let's say he's right, and you can make $10,000 in essentially 6 weeks. That's an incredible side hustle. So next year, maybe we'll make a video and try it out ourselves. But only 1 story. So I don't want to be on the second story.
Maybe even more, honestly. You'd just have to run the numbers. I haven't even done that before, but I think if you...
Because you're committing tax fraud, yeah?
Yeah, that's cool. Another thing, too.
We're on to our second house of the day.
They have a gate code.
Just finished up house number 2. That's a total of... Not total. Well, for the house, that's another $280. So for the day, $280 plus $170. We'll get back to you on that one. $450. That's crazy.
Not bad.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So before they do this calculation, I wish they would have mentioned how long each house took them, because like I said, it's going to depend on each house. Like some of these are very time consuming. Second house was bigger than the first house, obviously because it costs more money for them to charge that customer. But let's see what calculations they're doing right now.
5 days a week, 54 weeks a year.
Something like that.
52.
6-figure man. Oh, wow.
So this is a completely hypothetical scenario, because they're doing the calculations like if you were to be doing this every single week, 5 days of the week, $450 a day, how much money would you make in a year? But you're not putting up Christmas lights in July or April or March. Like, you're only doing it November, at the beginning of November at the earliest, and it's only going to go right before Christmas. So you're going to get about 7 weeks at the most. So you're not going to be making 6 figures unless you got a serious operation going for this Christmas lights.
This was honestly one of the greatest hustles I've seen. I witnessed it with my own eyes. You can make some solid cheese with this. Honestly, could just keep doing this and get our total balance up to a few grand, no problem. But I want to keep things exciting and test out a bunch of different things. Might hang up a couple more houses, but for now, our current total balance is $561.
All right, so this is a great start to the series. This series is super interesting because he's jumping around from hustle to hustle. Started off on Craigslist for free with nothing, like anybody can do. Got that 80, went to the Game Boy, then went to do these Christmas light jobs. I think this series is going to do really well. I mean, obviously it already has a ton of views, but if he keeps this going, I think it's going to do incredibly well, just because it's like you can make money in so many different ways, and this is proof right here. Like, there's no excuse. If you want to make an extra $500,000, $2,000, even more every single month, doing a side hustle, not necessarily a business, but doing a just complete side hustle, You can 100% do that. I think in today's age, there is zero excuses for being able to make that additional income on the side, completely away from your job or whatever else you have going on, a completely different side hustle that's going to make you money. Like I said, there's just so many different ways you can make money now that, I mean, you can do anything. You can literally do anything. So I think we're going to follow along with the series if you guys enjoy it. But if you guys don't enjoy it, just let me know, and then I'll probably still make another video about it. But I think I'm going to try out that Craigslist flipping, the free stuff on Craigslist, and see how much money we can make in 1 week. So if we can just stay super diligent on the Craigslist grind, and if we can see how much, maybe we can make a couple $100 in a week, and then I'll make a video about that. If you guys are interested, let me know down below in the comments section. Also, if you guys are interested in videos like this, a little bit more entertainment based, just to kind of change things up, let me know in the comment section, and also by liking the video. If you guys aren't already subscribed to Biaheza, make sure to go to his channel. It's linked down below in the description. Like his video, subscribe, and I will see you guys in that next one. Oh, one last thing. If you guys want to see me react to any other video, make sure to mention down below in the comment section, and I will do a video on it. Again, see you guys in the next video.